people have this disease of hoarding because they cannot let go of things again in emotional attachment to items, to material things. Like how we can get emotionally attracted to people, we can get emotionally attracted to things. And that is a spiritual or energetic disorder, psychological disorder, where a person cannot get rid of something. They keep hoarding things. The places, there's no space for the thing, but they just keep it there. They feel connected to that, to the item, to the material things. Small, silly things like cartons and boxes that you bought your items, maybe your food items in. Or maybe big expensive things, maybe like TVs that are not working anymore, or laptops that are not operational anymore, or anything else that you were using before. You can't get rid of it, you attach yourself to it. Somehow it seems like it's like when that thing goes, it's like you're losing something, a part of you, right? You feel you're losing something. That's how it is, right? So people get connected and attached to the material things. Now, when you start hoarding, because everything is energy, and when energy is not moving and it's stifled, and the windows are not open, the air is not coming in, it causes problems. It causes a low frequency. That's why they say if you haven't used something for 6 months or more, you should get rid of it. Even clothing items in your wardrobe, you hoard, you keep on buying new things, but you don't let go. You don't give to charity, you don't let go and give to other people, even sell the items if you wish to, as long as you're releasing that energy to go out, because everything is carrying a certain frequency from the factory to you, then you started wearing it, right? From the factory to the shop to you, then you start wearing it. That energy that was from the shop comes to you. That's why a lot of people don't wash their clothes that they're newly bought. Right now, that's very important to wash your clothes that are newly bought, because that those clothing items have frequency and energy attached to them. So it comes from the factory, it goes to the warehouses, then it goes to the shops or the outlets, shopping outlets. Right? Then you go and you buy it. So that item is carrying energy. It's carrying sometimes even dust and dirt and all things, and even moths and insects that were crawling on the items. That's why it's important for you to wash those things before you put them on your body. And another important thing when it comes to clothing is don't share your clothing with other people, because what I wear carries my frequency and my energy. That's why witchcraft and stuff like that on people, negative, malevolent witchcraft of hurting other people that use their clothing items, because it's carrying your energy. So you now wearing somebody else's clothes, you're going to be affected by that person's energy, all that person's problems. Spiritual hygiene is also how you behave, how you treat your body. So your clothing items must be clean all the time. Wash your clothes in some running water, in fresh water. Don't wear other people's clothes, because you are trading, or you're taking their energy. And now you're going to be wondering what's wrong, why my life is not going well. Because all that person's problems, now you put it on your body, because energy does not die. Okay, when you're washing something, you're cutting cords, right? Now you bought something new, nobody else wore it. But now if you're wearing something somebody else wore, and even if you wash it, that person's energy field is still on those clothes. Because number one, it doesn't belong to you. So don't exchange your clothing items with other people, right? If like people buy from thrift shops, when you buy from a thrift shop, you're supposed to also cut cords, especially if you're somebody who's selling to thrift shops. You don't cut cords. People are not aware about the fact that everything is connected. Our clothing items, like the top I'm wearing now, has my energetic signature. There's cords on it. You understand? So if I want to give it away to somebody else, I should be cutting the cords, or else I don't give it away at all. And even when you're throwing clothes away as well, it's good to destroy the clothes totally if you're not going to give it away, instead of you throwing the cloth item intact, because there are people homeless people that will be wearing your clothes. And especially people that know you and want to do some painful magic or spell on you, they will take the clothing item, because they know that you threw that item away, and that item belongs to you, and they can do some very painful magic on you. malevolent magic spells on you. That's why everything is connected, because there's a coding, there's an ethereal connection we have with items that we use on a constant basis. Every item that you use, like for example, myself, right? I'm somebody who uses a wheelchair. I got two wheelchairs, right? I use an electric wheelchair and I use a manual one, okay? These wheelchairs have my own ethereal connection to it. That chair that you sit on in the office, or that chair that you sit on in your home, in your sofa, has a ethereal connection, okay? Now that everything is energy. You understand? So when you are engaging in these type of things, be aware, right, that energetic cleansing, spiritual hygiene is important. Treat your body and treat your clothes with respect. Don't be changing and gifting people with your clothes. Not gifting, but you are now borrowing. That's not a good practice. Not at all. Because that person's frequency you now will not pick up, and then be wondering why my life is going so horrible. Right? So we touched on that, right? So let's move on. So the other concepts of protection, protecting your home. Open the windows, let the air out, clean your house, dust, you get rid of cobwebs, right? Get rid of cobwebs. You can do that monthly, where you clean the walls and remove all the cobwebs. Very important, right? Another way you can also do your cleansing is by prayer. Pray in your house. You keeping your house nice and clean. You pray over your house as well. You speak. And you don't fight and try and avoid fighting and conflicts in your house. Don't do that, because it also causes a frequency. You understand? When a couple or family members are continuously fighting and fighting and fighting in a home, it causes thought forms. These negative thought forms, they get stuck in the walls and everywhere in the house. You understand? And then they create more havoc in your home. You trying to make peace, but you cannot get the peace because the negative thought forms are stuck. You understand? There's no forgiveness. The energy doesn't die, it stays. You understand? So it's very important for you to understand that your home is your sanctuary. It's a place of comfort, place of love, a place of peace, a place of well-being. Your home is your sanctuary, so treat it as so. If you want to have an argument, and there's no need to have arguments, there's truly no need to have arguments. And if you do have an argument, you say, I'm sorry, I love you. I should not have done what I done, and I should not have said what I said. So forgiveness also neutralizes it.